Welcome to this demo class on object-oriented programming. Myself N. Karthikeyan, Assistant Professor, Department of CSC, Government College of Engineering, Singipudi, Tanjavur. So in this video, I'm going to explain the concept of array list concepts in Java. So array list is a predefined concept, the predefined class in Java, which is defined under util packages. But before, this array list is the concept which is similar to vector concept in C++. We know that vector is one of the example for standard template library. So like as array list is one of the predefined class which is supports similar to the concept of array. So just first of all, just I'm going to recall the concept of array. So array is a collection of similar data elements to be stored in a common name in a continuous memory location. So that in an array, the memory is fixed. For example, if I'm allocating an array for storing 10 elements and if I'm trying to store only the 2 values, then the remaining 8 values are wasted. And also say if you are unable to store more than 10 values inside of the array because the size of the array is a fixed one. So these are the memory size is a fixed one. So that insertion and deletion insertion and deletion we need to store only the fixed amount in fixed amount of the memory. So that once if it is allocated during the runtime, it is unable to resize the memory. So in order to avoid that problem, Java provides a predefined class that is called array list. So array list is a predefined class which supports the concept of dynamic array, or otherwise we call as a resizable array. It means that the size of the array is increased or decreased based on the content. So here, if you want to use the concept of array list class, we have to use the package as util package. That is called Java util.star. Okay, that means java.util. So, but even though the array list provides a different kind of methods for implementation, but that the performance of the array list class is always less than slower than Java concepts. So, and the next important characteristic of array list is even we can insert the element into that array list, it should follow only that insertion order, and the array list to contain duplicate values, and also we can able to access the elements in random manner. So that here I'm going to define a syntax for creating an object. Here I'm going to define that is called array list, and here I'm going to say that wrapper classes. That means that you are going to say this is a data type classes, and the data type is optional. So the syntax for creating the object for array list is array list, then followed by wrapper class, then followed by means what is the data type will support, then followed by the object name equal to new array list. So it means there are different kind of constructors we can go. We can have. So here just I'm going to create a concept just inside of the main function definition. So that here I'm going to use array list class. So that I'm going to use util package here. So util package just I'm going to define array. Array list is a predefined class. So array list is a predefined class. So it is an integer, it's a wrapper class. Then followed by the object name equal to new array list. So default constructor here used. So then the size of allocator for this array is 0. It means still now there is no memory will be allocated for this array list. Now just I'm going to compile it and check it for this. There are any errors. So that array list is a predefined class, so that if you're using a default constructor, so that it means that is the size of the memory allocated for the array list is 0. Okay, so now if you want to add any elements, it means there are different kind of a method which is defined under inside of this array list class. That means that if you want to know the size of your memory, that means the size of the memory which is allocated for the array list, we can use the method size method, we can predict it. Okay, so here just I can use, I'm going to find that value of the n, that is the size of an array list, so that ob.size. So that it return how much amount of memory this is allocated for array list. So the system.out.println. So that size of a memory equal to, so size of memory equal to, so I'm going to define n. Just I'm going to save it now. Just I'm going to compile. So size is a method which is always return how much amount of memory will be allocated for it. And just I'm going to run it so that it will return 0. So still now the 0 memory will be allocated for storing the values so that it returns the answer is 0. Okay. So now you know what is the size method. So if you want to add any value inside of that, it means if you want to add insert any value into that, so there are different values we can able. So there is a method is called as add. So if you are using an add method, there are two different possibilities. For example, I'm going to add, it is an integer array, so that I'm going to add 10. So means that it will add only at the zeros and the last index, but here still now there is no memory will be allocated. So if you are adding any element into that, automatically the memory will be allocated and it will be inserted at the end. So still now that list is empty, array is empty, so that it will be inserted on 0th index. So next I'm going to add for 20. So the 20 will be added. So in 0th index, the 10 will be stored and first index 20 will be added. Now I am going to add 0th index 30. So initially in the 0th index, we have a 10. Then for one index, we have a 20. Now I have to change it as in 0th index, I'm going to insert a 30. So that so the insertion will be taken place in the 0th index. So that the array content is, the array list content is 30, 10, and 20. So this is the content of the list. So now I find the value of this size. So size, so that I'm going to try to display the value, of that array index. So for I equal to 0, I less than, I'm going to print the memory size will be allocated. That is a size. So the number, so the size always return. The number of elements will be stored inside of it. So I'm trying to display the value of the array list. So here just I'm going to print the value of array list. So that here array list name is ob dot. Here we can't use the index directly. Instead of that, we can going to use get method. By using a get method and by using the corresponding index, we can able to access the value. So now I'm going to display it. Means I'm going to check it. So add, sorry, I forgot to say this add is a method which is defined inside of the array list so that we have to access by using object. In which array list we are going to add it so that we can able to access by using object name. So there is no errors. Once again, you can check it. No errors. Just I'm going to run it. So that there are three values. Memory is allocated so that 30, 20, and 20 is displayed. So this is the purpose of this array method, means that add method in that function, and get method used to extract the value from the array list. And if you want to change any values in the list, for example, if you want to change any value in the list, we can use the set method to define. For example, after setting this, I'm going to change the value would be dot set for the first index. I'm going to say minus 2000. And now I'm going to try to change the, try to display the value. I'm going to compile. I'm going to run it. So now the values of array list has changed. So by using a set method, we can change the values in the array list class. So now we know what is the purpose of size. The get is used to return the values in the corresponding index. Add is a method which is used to add the element into the array list. So if you are performing add operation, automatically the size of the array is increased dynamically. And set is a method which is used to change the value in the corresponding index. Okay. So now this is the logic for insertion. Now we can check for the logic for the remove. So that if you are using a remove method, so remove is a method you are going to remove the values in the index. So now I'm going to add a method is value here, means I'm calling a method remove, and I'm going to call, that means I'm going to remove ob dot remove. I'm going to index 0 so that now the element of the 0th index will be removed. Just I'm going to display the value of n, but actually n is not possible to work because this we are removing the value, so that I'm going to use size method, calling size method. So just I'm going to use a print statement to differentiate the output. So after removing, So after removing, just I'm going to check it the what's the value. So no error. Just I'm going to run it. After removing, so the values in the corresponding index will be removed. So that here I removed the values in the 0th index, so automatically it will be removed. Okay. So the next thing is, so this is the way we have to work with the concept of a remove operations. So then the next method is a clear. So the clear method is always to indicate for removing the entire content of the list. And before that, just I'm going to say something about it. But before that, I can talking about parameterized constructor for array list. So that if you are using 10 here, so it means that there is a 10 values will be stored. For example, you can check it. So maximum the 10 memory will be allocated. So in that we are trying to store the values. So clear. So the size of memory is 3. But even though it's a 10 memory, if the memory is more than memory will be allocated, then automatically if you want to reduce the size, we can use trim to resize. By using a trim to resize, that unused memory spaces will be removed. So then the next thing is, the next method is empty method and index. Index of method is for searching an element in the array list. Just I can go with system dot out dot print. Directly I can print it, but actually it will be written only true or false if exists. So searching, I'm going to work for searching. So here I'm going to search on index of is a method to search the element. For example, minus 2000. I'm going to search it. So it is the result of this index of method for true or false. I'm trying to display the value of -1. No, sorry. Something value I'm going to search, but this element is not returned. So that the index of return, the index of method return the index value at which the particular search element exists. And if the element is not exist, then it will return -1. So just I'm going to compile. Actually, index of not return true or false. Actually, it will only for comparison. But actually, it is for searching operation. So that if the search element exists, it will return the index of the corresponding index. Otherwise, it will return -1. So that 2000 it will return matching on the 0th index. So that it will return the 0th index. If it is a -1, indicates that if the search element is not exist in the searching, means not exist in the array list. And even by using a remove range from the start index and indexes we are removing, so then it will remove the values from the starting index to the ending index -1 elements. And each element is a method to check whether the element is empty or not. For example, so we know that there is a method is called the clear. So I'm going to clear ob.clear. So now the content of that object, everything will be removed. So now I'm going to search that empty or not. For that we can use is empty method. So is empty is a method for checking whether the array list is empty or not. So it returns a true, so that it means that the list is empty, because before that just I cleared the entire content of the memory, so that if you are calling the method, calling the method dot clear, automatically the content of the clear method means the content of the array list is erased. So that means now that after processing this line, so that the list of the content of this array list must be an empty one. So this is the way we are going to perform the operations on array list. Actually, we know that array is one of the means a list is a predefined. The list contains a predefined methods in Python. Like as here, the array list is also predefined. Means a dynamic array. It is defined under util packages in Java. So so by using this array list, we can increase the size or decrease the size based on that. We can increase or shrinking the size based on the insertion or deletions. So there are these other some of the predefined methods which is we work with the array list classes to work on it. So this is the way we have to work on array list classes, and these are the some of the predefined methods which is defined under array list class. Thank you.